Jackson here at Song Mentor. Today's rockin' selection is the Eagles' Already Gone. This is from the LP, the amazing LP, On the Border. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the first LP and perhaps the first song that Don Felder played on as a guitar player when they jacked up the quality of their lead guitarist in the troupe. Great song, and one critic from a 2002 concert in Washington said that this song was absolutely got the crowd in a frenzy, and with everybody singing along. I can understand that. We've added that to our live show, Already Gone, and it really goes over well. Great harmonies, great tune, great story. Glenn Frey sings it. Here's the Eagles, Already Gone.
Okay, well, a lot of this lesson is going to be picture-in-picture because we're going to play the basic rhythm to the song. That sort of thing throughout. And then we're going to have some of the riffs. I'm going to show you most of the important riffs that go over top of that. Okay, let's talk about the chords you need for Already Gone. It's really a three-chord song, which consists of G, D, and C. However, there's a key change at the end. We'll talk about that, and that gives you a couple extra chords. So you need a bar G chord, and you're going to have to play with that to the extent that it's... So the power G chord, and then you're going to riff it by doing that, which is, of course, on and off the 7th fret of the A string. Same thing with the power D chord, or a D5, and we're going to do that too. And this time my pinky's on and off of the 9th fret on the 4th string. And then down to the power C, or the C5 bar chord. We're also going to augment that with the pinky on the 7th fret of the 4th string. All right, I'd also like you to be able to play those chords in the open position, the G, the D, and the C. I was watching Glenn Frey with Eagles live performance, and during the chorus, okay, so he was strumming through nice, clear, open chords there, G, D, and C. So add to your list an open G chord, an open D chord, and an open C chord. Finally, and we'll switch back to overdrive here, I said there were a couple extra chords with the key change. There's really only one, and that's a bar F5, because in the key change goes like this. So now the three chords that drive the end of the song become the power C, the C5, the G5, and the F5. So we have all together in the power chord bracket, we have G5, D5, C5, and now the F5 to add to that. And those are all chords you're going to need for Already Gone. Okay, let's do two really basic things. We'll play through a verse with the power chords so that we get the sequence of the lyric and that sort of thing. And then we'll do the same thing with the chorus with the open chords. First the verse, and I should tell you there are two spots where we do a little accent riff. And that's just as if it's a B flat bar chord, but we're just going to take like an A chord, an open A chord, and slide it up one fret. So, okay, I'll put it into context and you'll see. Comes up again in the verse too. So nice and slowly through a verse. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I heard some people talking just the other day, and they said you were gonna put me on a shelf. Well, let me tell you, I got some news for you, and you'll soon find out it's true. Then you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself.
And now same thing, we'll just do a playthrough through the chorus. A 1, 2,
'cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will sing this victory song. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo.
All right, finally here, let's take a look at what the open strumming looks like with the right hand here for that chorus. 'Cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong, and I will sing this victory song. Well, one would be remiss in teaching Already Gone without teaching that opening set of riffs. So we're going to go through that nice and slowly for you so you get it all. Here's where it starts. Okay, so third finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and then open 4th, 2nd fret of the 4th string, 4th fret of the 4th string, open 3rd, 2nd fret of the 3rd, open 3rd. Okay, that's the start. You want to work on that a few times. Then we're going to go into this. Okay, and that's a slide up. Notice my second finger is on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and my third finger is on the 3rd fret, 3rd string. Slide up 1 fret, so I'm on 3 and 4. And then I'm sliding down with my 3rd finger to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And you can hit 3 and 2 open there. Okay, so put those two pieces together. Okay, the next section begins with me taking an open D chord position and picking down on strings 4 and 3 twice. And then the open G string. And then just that climb down, that's where I went up before. I'm going back down now from open G to 4th fret on the 4th string, 4, 2, and open. Okay, and then I'm going to hit a C chord in 2 positions quickly. I'm going to hit the C chord here, and then I'm going to slide it up to here, which of course is part of a bar C chord. So putting it all together. Okay, the last piece here is to take my 2nd and 3rd fingers and slide them up to frets 8 and 9 on the 8 on the 2nd string, 9 on the 3rd string, and then down to 6 and 7. So down 2 frets. And then that's just fret 5 on the 3rd and 2nd strings, 7th fret on 4 and 3 and 4, back to where we were there, and then up to 7 on 3 and 2. So 5 on 3 and 2, 7 on 4 and 3, back to 5 on 3 and 2, and then up to 7 on 3 and 2. So putting that together with a little slide. and slowly. All right, in the intro, there's that other signature riff that plays over top of what we just learned. So the guitar player who plays what we just learned plays it twice. At the end of, he plays it again. He doesn't bother going and doing that high riff again. He just ends up in the C. So if I were the one guitar player, here's what I'd be playing. Okay, that gives you an idea. Now, the second time through, the other guitar player is playing this riff, and this riff appears several times during the song. Okay, and this is fairly simple. Here's where it goes. We start on the 3rd fret, the G note of the low E string. So we're going from G to open A to the B note on the 2nd fret. Open D. Bend on the E and back to the open E. So again slowly. I'm going to repeat that exact combination of notes, except I'm going to start on the 5th string. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little picture-in-picture for you here. So we'll do that opening riff twice in the intro, and I'll do picture-in-picture. We'll go on top of it.
Talking just the other day.
Okay, it's time to have some fun with some licks and riffs, and I'll show you these, and then, as I said, we'll do a partial playthrough and put them in via picture-in-picture. So the first one takes place at the end of the first verse. The last line, the vocal line, is there, and you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself, and the riff goes like this. And you have to eat your lunch all by yourself. So here it is in slow motion. Starting on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Sliding up to the 7th fret with our 3rd finger. And then we're going 5 and 7 on 4. And then 5 on 3. So sliding up from 3. And then this little bend here. Okay, so our pinky's on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and our 3rd finger's on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and we're bending that 3rd finger with that 3rd finger. We're bending the 3rd string. And then hitting the 2nd note, 2nd string. That's what that looks like. So from the right hand, it looks like this. Okay, the second riff I'm going to show you takes place in the 2nd verse after the 2nd line. But I guess you felt you had to set things right. Okay, comes right at the end of that line there. And it's a little bit of slide up. So we're sliding up so that we end up with our 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string and our 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then we switch that to a bar on the 5th fret, 2nd and 3rd strings with our first finger. So it's... and then down to 5 and 7. So again. All right, our third and final riff comes at the end of the verse, right after the line, "You can see the stars and still not see the light," and it goes like this. You can see the stars and still not see the light. Okay, so it's again bending that same spot, but this time our pinky is covering 2 strings here at the 8th fret, the 1st and 2nd strings at the 8th fret. The 3rd finger is bending up on the 7th fret, 3rd string. And what I'm doing is picking down and bending the 3rd string, and then 2 up picks on the 1st string, which is, of course, at the 8th fret, and then down there. So again, right hand perspective on this one. And that's the 3rd riff. And so when we do our playthrough here, the playthrough today is going to be 1st verse, chorus, 2nd verse, chorus, and then we'll transition into the end. Without going to the 3rd verse, we'll transition to the end of the song with a key change. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I heard some people talking just the other day, and they said you were gonna put me on a shelf. But let me tell you, I got some news for you, and you'll soon find out it's true. And then you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself, 'cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. And I will sing this victory song. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. The letter that you wrote me made me stop and wonder why. But I guess you felt like you had to set things right. Just remember this, my girl, when you look up in the sky, you can see the stars and still not see the light. That's right. And I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will sing this victory song, 'cause I'm already gone. Yes, I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will sing this victory song, 'cause I'm already gone.
All right, fine tuning for Already Gone. Well, I've left you a few riffs to yet discover and have fun with, but I did include some harmonies there for you. If you get some people together, boy, you're going to have some fun singing the harmonies in this one. I know I did. There you go, the Eagles, Already Gone. We'll see you next time on Songman.